Hi, everybody. Welcome to how to create and scale your amazing business using online courses. I am so excited to gather with you live today. And let's see, I see lots of people joining. So everybody go ahead and put in the chat your name and location as you are joining. And I will welcome you here as you arrive. Can't wait to see you all and see where you're calling in from. It's always fun to see our global group coming together. So yeah, go ahead and put your name and location in the chat. And so I want to first say, well, here, let me welcome you. So hi, Louise in Beach Park, Illinois. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. Welcome, Dawn in Boston. Welcome, Luke in Alameda, California. Great to have you here. And I know we'll have more people continuing to join. So yeah, welcome everybody. Hi, Pamela in Iowa. Great to see you. Okay, wonderful. Well, I want to begin by really thanking everybody for all of the beautiful feedback, all of the beautiful comments on the videos so far. I just want to say it's been so much fun creating this series for you and sharing all this information, and I hope it has been tremendously helpful to you, and I hope this video will be as well. So, you know, it's just been so much fun to share this, and I know all of my current clients and students have been asking for this information for so long, so it's really fun for me to finally be able to share it with you. And so I want to just do a quick, very, very quick summary of what we've covered in videos 1, 2, and 3, because this is video number 4 and this is the final video. So for those who haven't already watched the other videos who may be just joining us for the first time now, in video number 1, we covered why your email list is your absolute most important business asset, and how you can use the actual launch of your course to double, triple, or even more than that, like 5 times, 10 times the size of your current email list, so that by the time you launch your course, you have a much, much bigger audience that you're launching to. And of course, a larger email list is going to just compound and help you to have more and more sales in all ways going forward, right? So we can really powerfully use the online course launch to create that. And then in video number 2, I walked you through a really powerful process for creating the perfect online course that you will be so excited to teach. And then we looked at how you can take that idea and test it with your newly expanded audience, which you learned how to do in video number 1, how to really test that course idea and then refine it and modify it and make it exactly what your people most need and exactly what you are most excited to teach. And as I said, where those two things come together is where the perfect course is, and also where lots of income and profitability is for you, where you are meeting at the point of doing what you absolutely love and best meeting all of the needs of your ideal clients. So then in video number 3, I shared how online courses can help you to raise your prices across the board. So when you have a successful online course, it's going to really powerfully help you to raise your prices even in your one-on-one coaching or in any products that you have or whatever other products and services you might be offering. It raises the bar across the board. And so online courses are just such a beautiful way to step out of trading dollars for hours and step into, you know, really being able to charge what you're worth, and really through that being able to bring actually higher outcomes and higher results to your clients. And all of this just helps to drive your business forward. I want to say hi to Janine in the UK and hi to Deborah in Toronto. Yay, Deborah, glad you're off work. That is awesome. So today in video number 4 then, I'm going to share with you an easeful approach to the technical and marketing aspects of creating and launching your amazing course. And I'm also going to share with you an opportunity to continue working with me in this way in a really beautiful, fantastic group program that I have created that's going to take you down into all of the details of all this and walk you through an amazing process so that within 120 days, you will be able to create and powerfully launch your online course and already have all the students and the income rolling in by the end of that 120 days. So I'll share more about that in a little bit. But first, I want to share with you, so here's what you'll learn in video number 4. I'm going to share with you the top #1 technology options that are available out there right now for creating and launching and running your online course. How to know when to outsource versus when to do things yourself in your business, which is, you know, it's really important when you're creating an online course, but it's also important in your business in general. So those are important things, right? Also, key strategies for creating a successful marketing campaign. And again, this is going to have a focus on your online courses, you know, and how to market your online courses. But the keys to a successful marketing campaign are really, you know, can be used universally again across all different types of programs or products or services that you might be offering. And we're also going to talk about your sales page because that is such an important part of the marketing campaign. And I'm going to share with you what really must go on your sales page in order to help your clients know that this is what they need, right? And help them to make that decision. And then, as I said, I'm going to share with you about the way to go deeper into all of this. So I will tell you, I have tried so many different platforms and programs and online tools over the years, really testing things and trying. I try to, you know, test out the new products that are coming available that, you know, say that they're going to make it easier to run your business for my own purposes, but also so that I can share it with my clients and students. And so I've tried out a lot of different programs over the years. And so I have a lot of information that I can share with you. And today what I'm going to do is boil it down and share with you the ones that I have really found to be the most user-friendly and most economical and budget-friendly for what you receive, right? When we get too budget-friendly, sometimes that's a bad thing because then it doesn't do what you need it to do. So I want to look at what is the most economical and budget-friendly, but where you're still going to receive what you really need in your business. And I've also tried to find the systems and online tools that are easiest, that make it easiest to automate the processes within them so you don't have to spend all of your time worrying about whether your technology is really doing what it's supposed to do, which I'm sure we've all been there, right? We don't want to be in that place where we don't know if our technology is really working the way it says it was supposed to. Okay. So here are the top #1 technologies that I have found for creating and launching and running your online course. So I want to just start with the course itself. Right now there are a lot of really good options. There are 3 main really tip-top options out there for running your online course. So Teachable is the one that I use. I am very, very happy with Teachable. I am running, I think I have about 7 online courses in there now that I run at different times throughout the year, and I'm always adding to them. And Teachable just makes it really easy to do that, and it's an easy interface for my students to use. It has a great discussion forum option, which is why I chose Teachable over all of the other ones, because the others didn't have as good reviews on the discussion. And for me, I think that the community aspect and really being able to you know, provide a way for people to continue to be in communication with each other or to ask me questions in between our live class calls that's really an important part of, you know, the online course for me. So that discussion platform was a big reason I chose Teachable over other options. But there's also Rizuku. Rizuku, I've heard, has very good reviews. And there are a couple of other top competitors out there. But from what I have heard, I believe Teachable and Rizuku are the best. So those are the ones that seem to have the best reviews all the way across the board. Teachable is the one that I'm familiar with, so I can definitely highly recommend that to you. Now, if you don't want to pay at this point, if you're not in a point in your business where you can invest in an online course platform like Teachable or Rizuku, you can run a course from your website. Okay, and I've done this. I did this before I invested in, I tried out Simplero before Teachable, and I don't recommend that one. Teachable definitely is much more modern, much easier to use than Simplero from what I found. But before I had either of those, I was just making a page on my website, and I use Squarespace for my website. So in Squarespace, it's very, very easy to create pages, to insert videos, to have text. So I would just, as we went through the modules, I would add the recording of the video from module 1, you know, for example, and then I would list the homework under there. I would list any references and additional resources I wanted my students to have. And as the class went on, I just kept adding those videos on down the page. So that was a very easy and inexpensive way to do it. Now, and you can password protect your page in Squarespace so that your course is protected. However, in Squarespace and in most places like that where you would be creating a page on your website, you can't create a unique sign-on user ID and password for every student. So that if somebody is on an installment plan, for example, and stops paying halfway through and you want to remove them from the class, the only way to really do that is to change the password for everybody and only give the new password to those who are still in the class. So it gets a little complicated. That's where tools like Teachable and Rizuku, you know, are really valuable because they automate all of that. They will automatically set up a unique user ID and password for each student. You don't really have to do that. It all happens behind the scenes, right? So as soon as you can invest in something like that, it's going to help you to more easily administer all of your courses. Okay. So the next thing that's important to consider is your email subscriber service. And this is very important for your online course. It's important for the launch, first of all, because you want to have a really good system for delivering the content of your launch. So as you have seen me sending out notifications when each of these new videos becomes available, I'm using ConvertKit for that. Now, I used Aweber for many, many, many years. Aweber is a wonderful system as well. I have just recently started testing ConvertKit and have been moving things over to it gradually because I really do like their approach and the way that they keep everybody on one list. I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail on that, but ConvertKit is really great, and it provides a way to create very, very attractive landing pages and sign-up forms. For example, I will just share my screen with you quickly here. This is a sign-up form that I created for an event that I did recently, Fearless Female Entrepreneurs, and I just want you to see how pretty it is. Right? So see, it's very simple, right? But it's pretty. That is the kind of thing that ConvertKit allows you to do. And also, I'll share this one with you, which you probably used to sign up for this series. This was also created with ConvertKit. So I just really like the look of the ConvertKit forms, and it's very seamless for you as the user, you know, for your students who are signing up, and it's also very seamless for you as the administrator of the email. So I do recommend ConvertKit. When you have a smaller list, ConvertKit is a little bit more expensive than Aweber, but as your list gets bigger, it's actually less expensive. So keep those in mind. ConvertKit and Aweber, though, are definitely my number one and two options that I recommend. For payment processing, now, if you have a Squarespace website, you can process the payments through your website. If you have another type of website, it might be a little bit more complicated. So I always recommend Squarespace, especially when you're newer and, you know, getting started in your business. It's just so easy to use. It includes the shopping cart function. It includes amazing search engine optimization right from the very beginning. Squarespace is a fantastic way to go if you are currently thinking of changing your website, redesigning your website, switching it to a different provider. I highly recommend Squarespace. But in any case, if you are looking for a more advanced payment processing system, like a shopping cart system, I highly recommend Samcart. It is a little bit more expensive, but it allows you to do really important things that you will need as your business grows, such as create a number of different products and have a really beautiful experience for the user as far as the checkout page, very, you know, nice looking and seamless and easy to use. And also Samcart has great reporting. It allows you to do subscriptions where people could pay, you know, be on a monthly payment plan. You can set that up in whatever terms you want it to be. And you can also use Samcart for affiliate payments. So as your business grows, you may want to do work with affiliates. So that's just something to keep in mind, and Samcart makes all that really easy. Now, for creating videos and webinars and live course sessions, you all know that I love Zoom. Zoom is the best. Zoom is just such an amazing program, so easy to learn, so easy to use. And it really, you know, knock on wood, it really is a very stable technology. Like I have attended webinars and teleseminars on all different kinds of platforms, and it seems like so many times the sound is bad or the picture is bad or it's hard to log in, or you get in there and you can't get to the right page. Zoom is just so straightforward. You know, as you all know, you're here live, right now, and then others of you will be watching this as a recording, but in Zoom, you just click on the Zoom link, whether it's from your mobile device or your computer, and you're in, right? So it's very easy to use. It's a great way to deliver your course, and it's also a great way to hold your launch for your course if you want to do a video launch. And now I want to share with you how to make everything look beautiful, because I think this is so important too, right? The appearance of our business is our brand. And that is something that's just so important to me. So first of all, the best place to find really beautiful images is on Pixabay. Pixabay. It's Pixabay.com. You can search for any kind of image on there. Unsplash is another one similar to that. I like Pixabay because they have really great nature photography, and I use that a lot in my business. But some people find Unsplash is a little bit more along the lines of what they're looking for. But in both of these sites, there are all kinds of images, illustrations, photographs available completely free. And you can also donate to the people that created the images, right? So you can choose if you want to. It's like on Pixabay, you can buy them a cup of coffee and send them $1 or $2, which is nice to do every once in a while. But it's available free if you need it to be free. And there are just really beautiful images on there. And then what I recommend is using Canva. And Canva is it's like, what is it called? Photoshop for people who don't know Photoshop, and that's me. and Photoshop is very complicated to learn, right, as some of you probably know. So Canva makes it really easy to bring in, and I can show you, I can show you one that I've created. Let's see. To create things where you bring in an image and then you put some words over top of it, and then you have this beautiful image that can be shared on social media. Here's an example of something you can create in Canva, right? So this is a quote from Terry Tempest Williams. I just brought in this beautiful image of blades of grass with dew on them and put in, added the words. I added my logo and my website link. So it's very easy to create something like this. Also, when you're making your online course, if you want to create online course banners that are like, a header that's going to go at the top of all your course materials, you can do that in Canva. And even some of your branding you can do. Now, branding is one place where I do recommend outsourcing and finding a good graphic designer to design your logo, and maybe even some of your course materials, like your course banner. I get my course banners designed by my friend, who's a really amazing graphic designer. So think about that when it's available to you financially. I do think that's one of the most important things to invest in as early as you can, is good graphic design for your brand. But until that's available to you, and also for some of the peripheral materials like the social media posts, or if you want to create your own banners, definitely Canva combined with either Pixabay or Unsplash they're really great options. Yeah, let me put some of these in the chat. So Pixabay.com, Unsplash.com, and Canva. Changed it to Canvas. There we go, canva.com. Samcart was the payment processing recommendation. I think the rest of them you probably know, Teachable.com and Rizuku. Those are the online course platforms that I recommended. Okay, good. And then also, for videos, okay? Now you can try to shoot your videos all in one take and not edit them. That's what I have generally tried to do, but it's really good to have a video editor that is available that you can, contact them if you need a video to be edited. Now, you may want to learn to edit videos yourself. If you have a Mac, you will have iMovie automatically on your Mac. You can drag the video into iMovie. You can do edits, but it's a little bit it's not completely intuitive, right? It's something that once you learn it, it's great. It's such an amazing skill to have, but it might take a little while to learn it. So I really recommend hiring a video editor, and I'll put this in the chat too. You can hire video editors and other, this autocorrect keeps changing it, on upwork.com. You can hire a video editor, you can hire a VA, you can hire lots of different people to help you out in your business on Upwork, especially if it's like a specific project that's only going to be 3 months long or something like that. It's a really great way to hire people. So yeah, video editing is another place where I would recommend outsourcing as soon as you can, just so that you're not caught up in the details of like having to fix up all your videos that you're making. It's really helpful to have an editor. So, okay. So hopefully that is all helpful to you as far as the technology options available. And so next I want to share with you about marketing your course. And really, this is a huge topic. This absolutely deserves a course, an online course all of its own. And there are many courses out there about it. And the one that I'm going to present at the opportunity I'm going to present to you today is going to share a lot more about this. But I do want to give you kind of an overview, right, of what you want to keep in mind, what you want to consider, what you want to include within the time frame that we have right now so that you can move forward with these things. So I want to tell you my top tips on how to create a successful marketing campaign that is really aligned with your values, that has a feminine approach, that feels good, that doesn't feel salesy and markety, and also that will create massive income and results for you and your business, because that's why we're doing the business thing, right? So keep in mind, now I'm going to share with you like the actual launch marketing pieces. So keep in mind that we've already covered in videos 1, 2, and 3 the preliminary steps where you created your free gift, and then you used that free gift to grow your audience, and then you created an online course topic, and then you tested that topic with your larger audience and refined the course topic. Okay, so after you've done those steps, which are all an important part of the marketing process really, then here's what will happen next. Now, you really need a high converting sales page. And in order to make a successful sales page, it has got to speak to the deepest needs of your ideal clients who you are wanting to buy your course. So it's got to really speak to where they're feeling stuck and where they know that they need a transformation in their life. And then you're going to show them on that page how you will deliver the transformation and let them know what outcomes can they expect, what results can they expect to receive from attending your course. You want it all to be laid out really clearly, and you want to be sure to tell them how their life will be changed. So ideally, you want to also include testimonials or case studies or other forms of social proof if you have that available. Now, if you're newer in your business, you might not have as many of those materials, and that's fine. But this is something to always be thinking about as you are working with one-on-one clients, as you're running your existing online courses, whatever you may have going on right now. Always, always, always collect testimonials. If you can get video testimonials, that's great. If you can get written testimonials, that's great. But always be collecting testimonials from happy customers, because it's really, really helpful when you're going to sell your next program to have those testimonials available. And also on your sales page, it's got to have a clear way for people to take action and buy. Okay, so there are different options, right, where you might have a button is with the price on it and buy now. You might have a couple options. You might have a full payment and an installment option, so that would be 2 buttons. You might have those buttons at a few different points on the page, right, depending on how long your sales page is. Or if your program is more expensive, it may be something where you want to take applications from people. Maybe you don't want people to just be able to come in and register. Maybe it's something where, like a mastermind or something where you're going to be working with people very, very closely, and you want them to apply. Like, you're not you're not just going to take anyone who comes in and pays. You want them to apply for it. So then instead, so for your button, instead of saying, you know, buy now, register now, whatever, it would say fill out the application and have them click on that button and have it go to like a survey form or something where they fill out an application. But you want there to be a very, very clear action that is easy for people to see what they should do next. Because if they're on that sales page and they're thinking about taking your course, you want them to be able to take the next step easily and have, you know, as I said, have those buttons a few different places on the page so that they can, you know, it's easy for them to take that action. Now then, once you have your sales page for your course in place, you also need a launch strategy. So that might be an email sequence, right? That might be a series of emails that you're sending out to inform people about what your course is all about and how it will benefit them and to lead them to the sales page. Or it might be a video series. Like I've created this 4-part video series. This is a launch plan, right? This 4-part video series because we're leading up to this opportunity that I'm going to share with you later on in the video. So you want to have your launch plan, and it should teach and inform people in a very generous way. You know, as I said earlier in one of the earlier videos, you want to have people either reading your emails or watching your videos and thinking, wow, if her free content is this amazing, how much more incredible must her paid information be, right? So you want people to be really connecting with you and developing that trust with you so that when the time comes for them to jump into your program, it will be easy for them to do so. And you want to really, through your launch content, you want to give people everything they will need to know to make their decision. You want them to know by the end of the video series or the email series, you know, whether they are a yes or a no. You want them to be able to make their decision very easily because they have all the information that they need. Now, those are the key pieces, really. You want your sales page and your launch strategy. Those are the key pieces that you need in order to sell your online course. Now, there's a couple notes about this. One is that you want your launch sequence, whether it's email, video, whatever, to happen in a fairly short time frame. Okay, you don't want this to drag on for like a month, because if I was sharing videos with you for a month, you guys would get really bored by the end of them, right? Or if I was sending emails, you know, about my course to you for a month, you'd get really bored and you might unsubscribe or whatever. So keep it engaging. You want to keep it short term. You know, you want to give people all the information that they need to make their decision, and then give them the invitation to make the decision, and they'll know, like people know they're in or they're out, or maybe if they're a little bit on the fence, they just need a little time to think about it, and then they're either in or out. But it really should only be like 5 to 7 days for people to make the decision once you put the opportunity out there. Again, it shouldn't drag on for a month, because that's just painful for everybody. We don't need to do that, right? People know what they need. People know what they want to do. So let them make their decision, and then everybody can move on with their lives. The launch is over. One other point about this is you've got to carry it out. You've got to take action. So if you've done all this work up to this point, I know sometimes we can get stuck in thinking, oh, but I have to make this perfect. Oh, but I have to make that perfect. Oh, I have to like design and perfect my whole entire course before I go through the launch. And you don't, right? Done is better than perfect. All right. So you want to do the proper planning. You want to have your course outlined and have a really good content plan for everything that's going to go into your course. But you can create it a little bit, at least as you go along. I've done this in all different ways. Some courses I've created just as I went along, and it turned out beautifully. Some courses I created most of it ahead of time and then filled in more details as I went along. But just know that you're not going to have your course completely and totally 100% figured out before you launch it. You want to have the outline. You want to know what people are going to get and how they're going to benefit and how you're going to deliver that result. But as far as every single word that you're going to say in every single teaching seminar, right, you don't have to have that all completely perfected and figured out before you launch your course. You also, you know, as far as planning the launch, I encourage you to just move forward with it. Don't try to make it too perfect, because we can get hung up for months or even years trying to make things perfect, and then we don't take action. Then we're disappointed because we didn't get the result, right? So done is better than perfect. Okay. So I have shared with you some really, top number one technology options, and I've shared with you what needs to go into your marketing. And now what I want to do is I want to share with you a way to go much more deeply into all of this information. So let me just share my screen with you here. And I hope you will enjoy what I have created here to share with you. So I had fun making it. Now, if this has taken up your whole screen and you don't want it to, you can just push the escape button and it will shrink it back down to a normal size. Okay, I don't want you to feel trapped in my presentation here. Okay, so I want to invite you all, and I want to invite you all to this program, and it is called The Magical Way to Create and Powerfully Launch Your Online Course. And this is going to be a 4-month program. I'll show the dates on a future slide, but it's going to run from about the end of March until the middle of July. And in this program, within the first 60 days, you are going to seriously grow and expand your email list. And then throughout the course, you're going to create and design your perfect online course. And within 120 days, you are going to have it created, and you're going to have your launch created, and you're going to carry out your launch. And I'm going to be there with you every step of the way. I'm going to provide lots and lots of support and coaching in the group setting, right, to really help you fill your program and earn amazing income, to really earn the income that you deserve. Let me turn off my video here. So this is not just a simple training on how to create a nice, pretty online course. And I think you know this from if you've been watching my video series. Creating a nice, pretty online course is not the only thing that you need. That is a part of it. But a pretty little online course is not going to do you any good unless you can sell it. And this program is going to show you how. So in the first 60 days, as I said, you will double, triple, or even 10 times your current email list size. And within 120 days, you will successfully launch your amazing and profitable online course. Now, the program dates are March 26th through July 20th. And here's how it's going to work. So starting on March 26th, which is a Tuesday, a new pre-recorded lesson will be released every other Tuesday. There are 9 lessons in total. And you'll have a solid 2 weeks to complete the action items from each lesson. That should be a really good amount of time for you to take action, to get the training, do what you need, and then take action. And then on the alternating week, so on every other week from when the lessons are released, I'm going to host a live Q&A session so you can get your questions answered and receive coaching from me in that group format. And I want to make the Q&A sessions, the live sessions, really easy to attend. So we're going to alternate between Monday evenings, New York time, and Saturday afternoons, New York time, so that everyone will easily be able to attend the Q&A. So just note that the lessons are going to be pre-recorded and will be sent out on Tuesdays, but the Q&As will be live, and I'm going to make them really easy for you to attend, regardless of where you are, what time zone you are, and what schedule you're on work-wise. They'll be easy to attend. So here are the lessons that I'm going to share with you. Lesson 1, which will come out on March 26th, is how to choose your perfect course topic. Now you'll see that these lessons are things that we've covered in this video series, but we're going to go so much deeper into them, and you're going to get so much guidance and support from me and from the whole course community as you are doing this. So you're going to enjoy a fulfilling and inspiring process that will lead you to choose the perfect course. The course that's going to grow your business, that you will love to teach, and that will really best serve your ideal clients. And we're going to make sure all throughout this program, I want you to know we want this course that you create and the launch that you create to be so aligned with your core values, with your mission that your business is carrying out, right? Because all of that is absolutely critical. Your course is never going to be really, really extremely successful if you're not having fun and feeling good about what you've created here. So lesson number 2 will come out on April 9th, and this is on creating your free gift and building your list. So we're going to work here on creating the optimal free gift that will magnetize your ideal clients. And again, this is something we've covered in the videos, but we're going to go so much deeper into it, and you're going to get so much support. So this is how you're going to grow your list. So if your list is currently 0, it's going to grow tremendously. If your list is currently 1,000, then I would hope that it would be at least 2,000 or 3,000 by the time we get done with this program. But we're going to really powerfully, create this free gift to be optimal for your business, and then use it to build your list. Lesson 3 will come out on April 23rd, and this is where we're going to test your course topic and then create an outline of your course based on, the feedback that you get. You can modify your course, and you'll know exactly what your people need based on the testing, and then you're going to be able to create the course outline and price your course. And pricing is so important, right? It's really a critical decision. How do you want to price it to get maximum impact and maximum income for you? So we're going to go really deeply into that. And it also, some of it, sometimes you might price a course a little bit lower because you want to get more people into it for more engagement. And sometimes you might price it a little higher because of, that's what it's really worth. So we'll talk about all of that in detail. And then lesson 4 will be released on May 7th, and this will be on how to create your high converting sales page. I'm really excited to share this with you. It's so much fun to create a sales page. It's actually a very creative process, and I want you to experience it in that way too. So I'm going to give you so many tips and strategies on how to create a page so that your potential students will be just so motivated and ready to invest in your course. And the beautiful thing about this, and really about everything you're going to learn in this program, is that once you've created this, so once you've created your sales page, you can use it as a template over and over for future launches, right? So you don't have to recreate the wheel every time. It's going to save you so much time and energy, and it's going to ensure your success every time. Lesson 5 will be released on May 21st, and this is how to create your powerful launch sequence. And the launch sequence is the driving force behind the success and impact of your course. This is like what we're leading up to. This is the pinnacle. This one, lessons 5 and 6, are the pinnacle of this course, because the launch is where it's at, right? That's where the success and impact of your course is determined. So you may decide to do a launch that's based on sending emails. You may decide to do a launch that's based on creating videos, but how many emails or videos to create? Or you may choose something other than emails or videos that's super creative, right? You may do a Facebook challenge. There's lots of ways to do this. Over what time frame will you send them, and what to say in each email or video? And so just generally how to create the perfect conditions for maximum sales. And we'll also talk about how to address objections from people without getting on the phone with everybody. So there is so much really valuable information in this module, and also the next one, on how to really, really make your launch happen in a powerful way. So then lesson 6, coming out on June 4th, is how to bring all of this together to design the ideal launch for your audience. So you'll take all of the pieces that you created in lessons 1 through 5 and put them together to craft a unique, heartfelt, and generous launch that is going to speak to the heart and soul of your ideal client, right? And again, we'll do all of this in a feminine, creative way that really feels good to you, that draws on your intuitive knowing, and that is going to be perfect for your clients. And then lesson 7, June 18th, is going to be to complete your course design details. So far we've just outlined and priced your course, and I've done it this way on purpose. I don't want you to get all hung up on having the course perfectly completed before you move forward on the other important steps. But in this step, we're going to take some time with your course. So what is the technology that you need to have in place? Filling in more of the course details, filling in some of the design details, right? Making your beautiful course banner, making it really attractive so that it will stand out, and so that it will be fun and exciting for your students to participate in, and so that it will ultimately be easier for them to say yes to, right? And just, working on completing all of your remaining course details prior to your launch. Then lesson 8 on July 2nd is carrying out your profitable and powerful launch. So this is where we're going to get to go time. And I'm going to walk you step by step through the stages of your launch, and I'm going to be available to you for all of your questions and troubleshooting as you actually carry out your launch in real time over these 2 weeks. And that is what I highly recommend that you do as you attend this program, is that you really carry out your launch during this time so that you can have my support in the group Q&A and in the group discussion for troubleshooting and for, okay, this happened, what do I do now, right? And you're all going to learn so much from going through your launch here, and also through seeing what the other students are experiencing in their launch. This is going to be such an incredible learning ground, just to really try this out, make it happen, see what happens, see how it goes. And by the end of these 2 weeks, your launch will be completed and you will have a big new influx of paying students. Okay, and then the final lesson is going to come out on July 16th, and this is, now that your course has been sold and people are in it, how to maximize the impact and delivery of it. So first we're going to celebrate, because everybody in the program who wanted to move forward with their launch is going to have completed their launch at that point, which is a huge accomplishment. And then we're going to look at course delivery and engagement, how to really maximize your students' experience in your course, and also make sure that it's fun for you and that things are automated that need to be automated, and that you can respond to your students without feeling overwhelmed. And we'll also look at the best ways to collect testimonials after your course is complete, which is so important, as I mentioned earlier, because then you can add them to your sales page for your next launch. And so I want to share with you a few things that are really important as you consider whether to join this program. And this is one. So this is something that is just so present for me every single day in my life, in my personal life, and in my business life, is that often as spiritual entrepreneurs, we feel like we should be guilty about making money, or we can't really welcome in the abundance because if I'm wealthy, then, am I really a spiritual person? These things always come up, and I just need to make this point here because it's so important for all of us to come back to this. Money gives you the freedom to make your highest contribution to our world. And so this is part of my larger mission, is helping people to shift their realities. And one of the realities that I want to help everyone shift who needs it is around your money mindset, because if we welcome the money into our lives, then we have the ability to go out and make a difference in the world. We have a heightened ability to do that. Everybody can make a difference, but when we are not in scarcity mode, when we are not in survival mode, when we are really making amazing income and seeing the impact of our course or our one-on-one programs, seeing how they're helping people, welcoming new students and new clients in all the time, all of this gives us more energy and more resources, financial and otherwise, to be able to go out and do our fullest work in the world. And that is what I want for you. I want you to be able to create and launch this course and really reach the next level of income potential. Maybe even jump up a couple levels in your ability to really bring in income through doing your soul's work, because that is going to open up so many other opportunities and just allow you to contribute in the fullest way. So the magical way to create and powerfully launch your online course, that is the program that I'm presenting here. And the regular price for it is $3,000, because it is packed so full of incredible information and strategies and tips that really I have probably brought together 7 to 10 different courses that I took and brought them all together, because usually you get these pieces in separately, right? You learn how to create an online course in one program, you learn how to do a launch in another program, you learn how to do a sales page in another program, so on and so forth. And then all of that may or may not be really aligned with your values and with a feminine approach and with what your clients really need. So I brought all this together It's been truly years of research and experimenting and real results, right, that I've brought into this. And so I want to offer this to you for half off during a really special, super special pricing that goes from now until Monday, March 11th. So if you purchase by the end of the day or 11:59 p.m. New York time on March 11th, the pricing for this program is $1,500 if you pay in full, or 3 payments of $600 if you choose the installment plan. And you can go to, let me get out of the full screen mode here, because I want to give you this link in the chat. Let me see if I can copy it right from here. I can. Look at that. So let me go into the chat for all of you who are on live. Here is the link to join the course if you know you're ready and you want to jump in right now. And then I'm going to continue on with the presentation here. Oops. Let me share again. Okay, so the course is in the chat. Now there are bonuses if you join early, so I do recommend joining as early as you can if you know that you're in. So after March 11th, the price will be from March 12th to the 15th, and then registration closes on the 15th. The price will be still an amazing price, more than 30% off the full price, which is a single payment of $2,000 or 3 payments of $750. And of course, these are all in US dollars. So that will be the pricing. That's the early bird pricing, but I wanted to give you this super, super special pricing through Monday if you just know that you're ready and you want to jump in. Now, here are some bonuses that I am really excited to share with you. So the first 5 people to join today will receive a 60-minute one-on-one strategic visioning coaching session with me. And we're going to get laser focused in this session on your specific scenario so that you can really take your business to the next level even more quickly, even more easily. And this can be used anytime between March 25th to June 30th so that it will be in coordination with all that you're learning in the course. You can use this whenever you think you most need it during that time. And also, everyone who joins by the end of the day, Monday, March 11th, will receive full access to my highly acclaimed business building course, The Magic of You. And I know some of you who are attending have already taken The Magic of You, but for those who have not taken it yet, this is such a complementary program to what you're going to be learning in the Create and Launch Your Online Course program. Because in The Magic of You, you'll receive my proven system to create and optimize your website, design and price your programs and packages, and hone your content and marketing, and really create your business in a way that serves you, that creates the space that you need to do your highest work, and that allows you to shine your magic for the world to see. So that is also a fast action bonus that you need to purchase by the end of the day, Monday, to receive that. And then bonus number 3 is this super special price of $1,500. The price was really going to be, the special price was going to be $2,000. But I had this insight or this intuitive hit last night as I was putting all of this information together that I really needed to offer it even lower at the very beginning here. So through Monday, it's only $1,500 for full pay, or it's 3 payments of $600. But that is a limited time offer only through March 11th. And then registration closes on March 15th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, and that's when it closes for good, and will be closed until I will offer this again, which would probably be in 2020. So I just want to share with you, and I just have some testimonials up here on the page as I share this, but I just want to share with you what you can expect to receive from this program. So this course is going to help you to grow your list easily and connect with so many more of your ideal clients all around the world. And just the list building aspect in and of itself is going to make your business more easeful. It's going to allow you to, if you're just getting started, that's what's going to allow you to have your first sales. And if you are already doing business, that's what's going to allow you to take your income to the next level. even without the course, right? That is extremely valuable. But the list building part, is really just the beginning, because we're going to then create and test and design your ideal course that will be perfectly aligned for your ideal clients. So there'll be no more guesswork, no more hesitating, or, making the decision to procrastinate, right, or delay. You will know exactly what your future clients want when you walk through these steps. So there will be no more need to wait, and you'll have my guidance on exactly how to deliver it all to them. And so also, you're going to learn how to create high converting sales pages. This is such an important skill. This is something that is not very widely taught, and I just can't wait to share this with you, because it's very simple, but very, very powerful, and it can make your sales page can make all the difference for whether your course is ultimately successful or not. And also, the other thing that makes all the difference for whether your course is successful is the launch. So you're really going to learn all the ins and outs of creating an amazing, fun, and engaging launch sequence that will, it can be all emails, it can be all videos, it can be a combination of the two. Whatever feels right for you, we're going to create it in a way that is really powerful for you. And so, as I said earlier, once you learn all these skills, and once you set up your templates, such as your sales page and your email sequence, you can use them again and again for increasingly successful launches, and you're going to get better and better at this as you go along. And your income will only continue to grow and to increase as you go along with this. And your list will grow too. And as I shared in the case study of Sarah in video number 3, once you're getting out there with your free gift and with your launch and with your course, people are going to notice you, okay? And you're going to be on the path to becoming a thought leader, because people are going to start noticing you in your zone of genius and noticing this extremely high quality of what you are putting out into the world. And then you will very likely be invited to podcasts or to summits or things like that. So there are so many ways that this is going to transform your life and business through going through this program. And so once again, this very super special pricing ends on March 11th. So I encourage you to sign up right away. And to get those bonuses, the first 5 people who register today will get the one-on-one session with me. And also, you will get the super special pricing all the way through Monday. So I really encourage you to go ahead and register. So I want to open up the chat now for any questions. So let me turn on my video and stop sharing. Okay. All right. I am just reading your comments here. Ibtisam. Let's see. Yeah, Ibtisam, I will send you a Zoom link after we get done with this webinar. It would definitely need to be just 15 minutes, because I have my kids, stuff I need to do with my kids in a little bit here. But yes, I will send you a link. I look forward to talking with you. All right, and Deborah. Okay, let me see, Deborah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you for that beautiful testimonial, Deborah. I love it. You are so wonderful. It's so wonderful to be working with you and have you attending my events and everything, Deborah. Lots and lots of love to you. Thank you. Raven, yes, definitely. This will be available as a replay. I'm going to send it out to everybody. So I think if you got this link, you're on the list. So yeah, it will be available as a replay. I'll send it out as soon as I can after this live call is over. And let me just put that link in the chat again. Oh, good. Wonderful, Raven. I'm so glad you have enjoyed it. Yay. That is fantastic. So here is the link to learn more and register for the course if you would like to. And if you're watching this video as a recording, as a replay, just scroll down a little bit below the video and you will see the link to learn more about the course and register. You'll get to, if you go to that page, you'll see all the details on the lessons, the 9 different, sections of the course that we'll go through, and the benefits that you'll receive, and all of that good stuff is there. Okay. Thank you, Villamane. Thank you so much. You guys are really sweet. I'm so glad to hear your beautiful words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? I am happy to stay on for a few more minutes if anybody has questions or would like to, ask about either anything that we've covered in the video series or anything about the course. I am happy to take your questions now. So if you'd like to do that, go ahead and raise your hand. There's a little hand icon in your Zoom window, or you can just type your question in the chat. Oh, yay, Louise. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to have you in the course. That is so exciting. Yay, celebrations, fireworks. So exciting. Wonderful. All right. Yeah. And so if nobody has questions, we can close the call, but I just I'll stay on one more minute here in case any questions come up and anybody has anything they would like to ask. I do want to just say I have, as I've said, throughout these videos, my current students and my current clients have been asking me for so long to create a course about online courses. And it's funny because I had put together a lot of the material already, but it was just about creating the course, And so I have realized in the last, I don't know, since the time I've been creating this program, last few months, that the launch is that is even possibly more important than the course itself, right? I mean, they're both really important, but this launch piece is just so important. And once you learn how to do this, it's such a valuable skill. It will revolutionize your whole business, really and truly. So not only will you have your beautiful courses that are based on your beautiful knowledge and wisdom and expertise, but you will know how to really powerfully get them out into the world and really bring in income from doing so. This is just such a huge shift. And I know it's a place where I was stuck for a while before I got, figured out this method and put everything together. And it's a place where I know a lot of my students and clients have been stuck. So I'm really hoping that this will serve so many people and really, revolutionize your businesses and take you up to the next 1, 2, or 3 income levels and beyond. Okay. Well, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and close the call. Let's see. Oh, Luke has a question here. So yeah, I do plan to offer this again in 2020. It would probably be around just like now, near the beginning of the year in 2020. I do not believe I'll offer it again in 2019. This is going to be a one-time thing for this year. But yeah, I will probably offer it again in 2020. I can't promise anything, Luke, but because it's all in it's all in how the spirits are guiding me and where I'm being called to go, right? And where I'm being called to focus my efforts. But yes, I do plan to offer it in 2020 if all goes as I expect. So if I can't meet later in the day because I'll have my kids with me, I can send you a link and I could talk with you right now. So, okay, cool. Good, Luke. Yay. So if I'll email with you and we'll figure it out. But yeah, no, I need to get to my kids soon here. So, okay. Well, I will talk to you all soon. Okay, Raven, how can we contact you outside this webinar? Raven, let me just give you my email address. It's Jocelyn at We Are Sacred Planet. If I can spell, I'll send it to you. Sacredplanet.com. Okay, so it's there in the chat. Thank you, Raven. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, if anybody wants to reach out to me with questions about the course, certainly use that email address. If you're watching this as a recording, I'll post that below the replay as well, so you'll have it. Okay, well, thanks to you all. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are, all around the world. And hope you've enjoyed this video series. As I said, I have so much fun. I've had so much fun sharing it with you. And I hope lots and lots of you will join the course, and I can't wait to see you there. So have a great day, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.